Battling the missionary winter.
Encore heard lightning. When there's lightning, it's gonna rain. And when it's gonna rain, Encore should bring an umbrella.
Còn biết thương quá.
Oh, no. Alto said when it rains like this, we hide.
It's the real retroact ring.
Là cây đéo gì? Bot mới nữa kìa.
Wilbur, Jinzhou.
Giọng sao vậy?
Jinzhou is under attack.
Đúng.
It's a TD outbreak.
Một đợt sống TD. Đi giải cứu em ấy thôi. Đặt lại gathering about Rock Island. Giải cứu em ấy thôi. Giọng em ấy đến buồn.
This rain. It's finally happening.
Gì là
General. Yes, how's it going?
không chịu.
We have 500 remaining soldiers prepared and medically cleared for combat. After receiving the antidote for retroact rain, they have reported minimal hallucinations and no advert. However, a few veterans still reported sporadic sightings of phantoms at the...
I see. Stay alert. We will continue as planned. Report any signs of potential TD. We march on to the Northfall Barrens as soon as the rain
Aye,
stops.
sir.
Ai nghe giọng ồ.
Stronger emotional connection. I should go for another round of inspection. Make sure
Ai này giống như thằng nào đó trong fairy tale của anh mẹ. Con mèo nào đó trong fairy tale ấy. Gì vậy? Mấy cái ánh sáng này quá nhiều.
This guy packs a serious punch.
Careful. Testament weapons are not...
the Ministry of its non-resonators lack the necessary forte to control. That's why the weapons could not. After taking over as general, I revamped the Midnight Ring. I still remember the admirable courage in those ordinary.
You won first place in the last armed race, remember? And don't back out.
We haven't held the Riverside Games in years.
Cái gì về sai game?
This should be another illusion if everything goes well.
Không pass. Mình không coi được. Lừa. Gì đây? Kênh. Tổ thanh kiếm. Beyond seven strengths.
Why am I seeing this here? Is it another illusion?
Cái cơn mưa này có gì? Cơn mưa này lên gì?
General. We've got all equipment repaired, tactile weapons adjusted and given to the resonators. Non-resonators are also equipped and prepared for action. But the rain's getting heavier. Should we take shelter for the time being? One of our combat medics claims it's no ordinary downpour, and he strongly advises holding off any moves until it clears. Though young, his sharp intuition has been proven. However, I do agree this will be our last chance at organizing another attack.
Sao giọng lại giọng vậy? Đừng nói là từ quá khứ nữa đi.
Sir, his name is...
His name is... nghe là quá khứ.
General, help, please, help me.
Chắc là cơn mưa này đã từng xảy ra ở quá khứ.
What do you make of this, Gian? Maybe you are right. The The rain just happened out of nowhere. It's indeed this. Is our own. The enemy we've been yearning to destroy is finally right before. And now, you're asking me to sit back. Silence. Is this your response? Or is it fear holding your tongue?
Im lặng là trách nhiệm của mày hay là sợ hãi đã kéo cái lưỡi mày lại?
You're no different. We fear and bleed, we suffer, and in the end. But what about your brethren? Friends? And come, will you still remain silent when their souls demand there is no other choice? We must trample the pile of corpses at our feet and push on. Keep working while the retroact rain really creates illusions of
Chắc là hồi xưa cũng có cơn mưa như vậy và Gian không phát động chiến đấu, nhiều người chết, bây giờ nó không.
And I will pave the way for us all if tens, hundreds, thousands
Cứ tạm thời cứ đón và skip đi rồi tới video cốt truyện mình xem là được. Cái tiếng Anh không
John, I have a question for you. What would you have done on that day? If you, whatever you say, I'll never answer those brave souls with such silence and cowardice. Prove yourself to me, John. Just like what happened on that rainy night.
Sau đó
Yes, go on. Keep up fighting.
tao giết tụi này nhanh quá, con game lắc rồi. Còn tao giờ lại lắc game rồi. Hồn thú thằng này mạnh hết chứ. Phải ổn lắm.
Until the last of them is wiped out.
General Gershulin. We fight to protect what we cherish. We cherish our comrades not out of cowardice or fear, but out of trust. The trust in their life's worth. I cannot assure you I am always making the right choice, General. But we should never build our victory on top of endless sacrifices.
As I see it, we're cut from the same cloth. You and I.
Perhaps we are indeed, General. I share at least one thing with you. I too will draw my blade to fight for what I believe in. And I'll stop at nothing to see it through.
Ủa, anh cầm kiếm hay cầm thương? Sao anh lạ quá vậy?
General, you look pale. I am fine. Please go on.
We just detected an intense frequency reaction from that tacit field ahead. That moon. It's gradually turning full now, as you predicted. The sky. It looks just like how it was during the battle beneath the crescent.
Sir.
The midnight rain.
Attention all troops. Take position and get ready to engage.
Engage. Chuẩn bị chiến đấu.
When the moon turns full, the roving traveler shall return. The prophecy is being fulfilled. Here they are. They're not coming at us. Are they trying to protect something, or are they waiting for commands? With a TD outbreak of this magnitude and organization, someone must be orchestrating it. Could it be?
Chiến đấu. Ủa, tới đây thôi hả? Favorite gì đó, favorite một phe phái nào đó đây. Chịu hồi boss phải thường đồng bọn của thằng Scar đã bị bắt nè. Full moon power. Này nè. Có đu Rowlet. 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 Rowlet là thiếu dương miệng hay là Fallen Angel? Rowlet nghĩa là thiếu dương miệng ấy, là đáng lẽ phải có dương miệng trên đầu. Rover đã trở về rồi.
It looks almost full now, and the retroact rain is falling. Rover, maybe this...
Right time.
Citizens of Jinzhou, please remain calm and evacuate in an orderly...
It's a pre-recorded broadcast message. Our magistrate saw this coming and she had General Jian devise an emergency plan a long time ago. We knew this was coming and we were ready, but oh boy, the amount of TDs is insane. Thanks for coming in time, Rover. It would have taken us much longer to handle this. Oh, Director Tao Chi is here too. For a better rundown of the situation, you can find her near the city gate.
Cũng là 8 chuyện nhảm thôi, thì tốn thời gian hơn khi xử lý. Rồi tin nhắn đã được chuẩn bị từ đầu, nhưng mà sao nó lắc quá vậy trời ơi. Phải giảm đồ họa nữa quá. Chị gái tốt bụng.
Any update on the protective barrier?
We've put in all our resources to repair it, but if those tacit discords keep coming at us, it might not hold up for long. I presume you must be Rover. Maybe we've met somewhere before.
Chị gái tốt bụng.
Anyway, please allow me to introduce myself. I am Tao Chi,
Giống như
a director of the
con nhỏ
Ministry
nào
of
bắn cung
Development.
binh hay con cá
I'm in
bắt
charge
ba
of our defense fortification. Thank you for lending us a hand.
What's more, the current TD outbreak we're dealing with is directly caused by the retroactoring.
Once the protective barrier breaks down, tacit discords could manifest from inside Jinzhou City.
Rover, remember what I told you earlier? The retroact rain is essentially condensed droplets of remnant energy that fall from the etheric sea. This remnant energy makes it a magnet for tacit discords. It records events from all times and places, allowing those who come in contact with it to witness illusions of past events. That's what we call the phantoms of retroact rain. It kind of works like how resonators resonate with the
bóng
world.
ma dưới cơn mưa.
The more you're exposed to the rain, the more realistic those phantoms become.
Càng tiếp xúc với mưa nhiều thì càng
Oh, and here's another interesting fact about the retroact
thấy
rain.
rồi bóng ma.
When it's raining across a large area, illusions pulled from the memories of multiple people can manifest at once.
Nice catch, Rover. Jinzhou has been a battleground for centuries. That's why it has to deal with the Threnodian that represents the concept of war. And wars will lead to deaths. Once the retroact rain reaches its final stage, there will be thousands of phantoms. Phantoms of dead soldiers and tacit discords.
This is the one major threat that has been looming over Jinzhou. Our magistrate ordered the construction of this barrier precisely because of that.
What's so big?
Indeed, the phantoms should only mechanically repeat what they had been doing. They shouldn't have the ability to interfere with reality.
Có tương tác với thực tại.
But the retroact rain can be significantly enhanced through the Threnodian's power. As a result, said phantoms become increasingly realistic, to the point of inflicting real harm on humans. In that battle 3 years ago, our soldiers got into a gruesome fight against countless tacit discords, either native to Northal Barrens or produced by retroact rain and endless swarms of phantoms. Phantoms of tacit discords and our fallen soldiers repeated their indiscriminate attacks on everything in their sight. Soldiers could not tell friends from foe. The relentless rain even recreated the brutal deaths of their comrades, etched in vivid detail. The Northal Barrens turned into a living hell, and to this day, we can still hear the death.
The battle beneath the Crescent was humanity's first recorded encounter with retroact rain, and the previous general sent back valuable video recordings of the rain. Our people on the Black Shores have theorized that the Threnodian abnormal moon sightings and the retroact rain something like that. But so, unfortunately, we can't predict retroact rains yet. But we know it's closely connected.
The moon just changed in an instant. If this theory turns out to be true, that means...
And Jinzhou's dealing with what happened 3 years ago. The Threnodian's revival is never an independent occurrence. They could sense one another through some form of telepathic link. The revival of the Threnodian in Jinzhou will trigger catastrophic events and affect other nations. We gotta hustle back to the Tifa base, recalibrate our lament detector, and warn them before it's too late. Anyway, we'll take...
Please stay safe.
Sao em bên con này không có bông hoa? Chị gái này cũng không có luôn.
That's all we've gathered so far, Rover. The TD outbreaks won't stop before the end of this rain. We must stay alert.
Mom, there's another wave of them ahead.
Speak of the devil. I'll need to take a very long nap after this.
Một giấc ngủ dài sau chuyện này.
Activate the defense mechanisms!
BK hàng phòng thủ tự động. Ngán lại đây. Dẹp cái đầu lân đi cha nội. Đánh đàng hoàng đi. Đúng rồi, dẹp kìa. Mới nói cái nghe là dữ thiệt.
Everyone, hold your ground!
Leading up. Coming in hot. Slow them tight. I'll fire it up. Synchronization.
Swift and resolute. Strike from the one with the sound.
Tự nhiên dẹp được cho không vậy?
The hour is upon us.
Cứ sau lưng.
Oh, bring it on! The TD's here has been dealt with. Let's go reinforce the outpost. It's still under attack.
One is the sound. Disperse.
Thank you. Some of us are still fighting in there. We must go help them.
The end has come.
Oh, bring it on! Flame on! Smash and tight.
Swift and resolute.
Finally.
We made it! Oh, thank you so much!
It's dangerous here. Let's head back first.
Please tell me this is the last one. Rover, your moves are sharp as always. Dealing with so many TDs seem like a walk in the park for you.
Practically perfect.
Rover, did you see that?
Trắng lại to hơn rồi.
Now it's almost identical to what we saw 3 years ago during the battle beneath the crescent. I'm afraid we're already running out of time.
Mờ rồi. Nói chung là mờ.
Report the situation, please. Madam Magistrate, the barrier's been fully repaired and we've evacuated all residents. We've successfully minimized the damage.
Well done, Director Tauchi.
Director Tauchi. Director luôn hả?
Indeed. It's been a while, Rover. It's been going according to plan, if I may say so. I was made aware of this in advance and planned out our defense beforehand. Now that we are facing such an emergency, I cannot sit back and wait for Dewey to save us. I will act and see my duty through. This is my decision. I have secured some much-needed aid for our city during my visit to the capital. Also, our expert should be ready by now. Rover, now we have raindrops that fall upstream, and the Midnight Rangers General and the Norfall Barons, ready to take on the Overthrax. This must be the right time Dewey was talking about. Rover, it's going to be dangerous. You might directly confront a Trinodian.
Đối đầu trực tiếp với làn sóng này. Tôi sẽ giúp ai?
On the entire Jinzhou's behalf, I am immense. You will be remembered as a heroic ally in our defense against external threats. May victory prevail the lasting night. I will pray for your safe return.
Rồi sao? Vậy là đẩy nó vào chỗ nguy hiểm.
I have informed the border checkpoints across Jinzhou about your trip to the front line. You have been granted unlimited access to all places. Yang, you're one of our outriders. I hope you can go with Rover and provide us. You'll need to pass through a tacit field to reach our base.
Rover, Yang, I'll be keeping the city safe as a patroller. Don't come back in one piece, okay?
Hy vọng Yang không bị sao.
Wow, thanks, Rover. I can't believe you still remember that title. I'll live up to it for sure.
Bé Berina dễ thương đó. Nhưng mà game này xây dựng loli không hấp dẫn bằng mấy game khác.
It seems the rain is not stopping anytime soon.
the city. Rest assured, you can count on me.
I will keep everyone safe.
Me too.
Don't forget us, Lion Dance Troupe.
We got this!
Show dear.
As you can see, everyone's ready to defend our city.
Rover, Nhàng,
I've informed General
Đi
Jian
cẩn
that
thận.
may victory prevail the lasting night.
Chiến thắng thắp sáng đêm nay. Meanwhile, Destroy quay lại với Jin quên gì rồi, quên mẹ tên tụi này cứ Jin gian gì, thật là đọc đó.
Defend the south gate. Enemy attack weakening. This wave is almost over. Canal. Retreat from the sun.
Ê dạ, game lắc quá, cập nhật như đầu vui.
North gate! TDs incoming! Our enemies are spent!
60%
Hold your ground!
CPU, 44% GPU. Thế mà nó giật lắm. Rất là tại game rồi. Ủa mình đang đi đâu vậy? Trời, cổng hết cổng này tới cổng kia.
It's over! All tacit discords nearby have been dealt with. Now the city's defense.
Phòng thủ khu căn cứ đã xong, bây giờ tới phòng thủ thành phố.
Please update me on the situation in Jinzhou City.
Under Madam Magistrate's command, the barrier has been activated, and City Washu Academy and Ministry of Development are on standby for further. And the rover, she is heading over to meet you. Yang is coming with.
I see. We have successfully contained the outbreak here at the base. I will go pick them up as soon as possible. The rain's getting heavier. There are signs of tacit discords reviving. Intense frequency fluctuation. I need to clear the way for them as quickly as possible.
Phải chị Pham Quát này có kinh nghiệm ta.
Couple more tacit discords here. Time to get rid of them.
Quái này không có kinh nghiệm đánh mà chết. Con quái nhỏ nó trâu hơn con quái to luôn vậy. À, hình như có kháng phong. Lắc quá không né được gì hết.
Is that the thundering Memphis?
Thundering Memphis ở đây gì vậy? Sấm.
It is natural.
Chết. Cái lót cái xin đâu mà cũng lắc nữa. Nè mang hôm qua chơi mượt thế nào?
Thrinodian's revival has done significant damage to the environment nearby. Things have gotten even more dangerous out here. The closer we get to Norfolk Barrens, the worse it gets. The streams feel heavy with dread and the smell of blood. There must be a brutal fight going down in the Deseret Island.
Để lẹ giùm
The
ra
tacit field directed Tauchi mentioned should be right up ahead. We must pass through it to reach our base and find General GN. I wonder what other anomalies await us ahead. Is that what phantoms contain a lot of liminal energy? Those tacit discords might be coming after it. The rain is spreading across dismal Chiron. I can feel chaos growing in the streams. We must hurry.
Qua lắc qua, bực hỏi quá. Dính sang em à.
Electric brain's effects are worsening. We must proceed with caution. There, another wounded soldier.
Một người còn sống bị thương.
Are you?
What happened?
The thundering Memphis. This is where we were on our thunder in the end.
Con boss.
I barely escaped this place.
Đây đúng là một con boss.
Watch out!
It's him, General G.
General là thống lĩnh gì đó. Triển thôi.
Thundering Memphis.
Cho mình một món.
We must bring it down to keep pushing forward.
Nhìn lắc.
Swift and resolute. Moment of resonance.
Ready for battle. Yeah! Right.
Giang không có sát thương thôi cho mình.
From the side. Wind Rider.
Đem diện rộng. Không có đam lên boss. Quá cực.
Swift and resolute. One is the sound.
Be gone!
We did it!
The thundering Memphis is a blend of countless fallen soldiers' reverberations. As long as more soldiers are still dying here, it will always return. Countless souls of our brave soldiers remain trapped in this rain to this day.
General.
Sorry. I should have arrived sooner.
Nên tới sớm hơn. Không, đúng lúc mà.
Is that so? You're a mysterious individual with vast experience. If we had crossed, Madam Magistrate and Tao Chi have informed me of your willingness to assist us. Thank you for lending us a hand. I should properly welcome you with Huang Lon's formalities, but as the current situation forbids that, I'll brief you on our plans. I've heard about your deeds from Madam Magistrate. You are a trustworthy ally, according to her. Here, retroact rain antidote developed by the Academy. While the antidote cannot shield you from its effects entirely, it should at least lessen the hallucinations. For someone to show up as a phantom in the retroact rain, two conditions must be met. Prior exposure to the rain and a deep connection to the affected area. You were found in the gorges of spirits only recently, and this is your first time setting foot in Jinzhou, ruling out that possibility. Moreover, you possess a similar ability with the legendary hero who once absorbed Thrunodian. Jue prophesized about your arrival. I was told you'd come to the Norfall Barrens one day to reclaim your lost power from Overthrax.
Sức mạnh đã đánh mất luôn.
I'll do everything in my power to help you make that happen. Yes. Madam Magistrate might not be aware of this as it happened before she was appointed. On the day I was selected to be the next general, Jue told me this. Beneath the full moon, guide the returning one to confront Thrunodian. From the threat itself, he shall reclaim the power to conquer it. And if you are indeed the returning one mentioned here, we may actually get rid of that monster once and for all.
Phải quét sạch đám quái thật đó một
You might
lần
have
chẳng hạn.
noticed something off about that moon. We call it the Void Plenum.
Cái gì hư không? Plenum luôn là hư.
Once it fully takes shape, Overthrax, the Thrunodian of war, would be reawakening soon.
Đối diện
It is an
Overthrax.
ancient terror that reigns over our land, capable of devouring weapon frequencies to enhance itself. The Norfall Barrens have become a massive graveyard of weapons after countless, but we must act now. The Void Plenum is already visible. We must contain the Thrunodian swiftly. Any delay could allow it to recover and become harder to deal with.
Đùa chút.
Fret not. Our enemy is strong but not unbeatable. I am positive we will prevail.
Tất nhiên là không có nhạc cho đám tang rồi.
We'll get into the specifics once we reach our base. I've taken care of all the tacit discords nearby on my way here. The path ahead should be relatively safe now. Keep going and we'll reach the base soon.
Chuột lâu lâu không ăn ta, khó chịu. Có gì?
One is the sound.
Mà thôi đánh tôi này có được cái gì đâu, đánh chi mất công không biết nữa. Bận.
Wait, is that?
Chờ đó là boss xuất hiện đó. Đúng vậy, một con boss. Có không? Căn cước được. Chứ boss bự gì thì ai mà chơi. Căn cứ được rồi luôn, bị nhốt luôn.
Overthrax's towering statue, built from repurposed weapons and debris, has long loomed over Jinzhou as a foreboding symbol of our ongoing struggle.
Bức tượng của Overthrax thôi hả? Tạo luôn stage.
He managed to gravely injure it 3 years ago, making the statue sink into the water. And now it just resurfaced. Our enemy must be eager to strike. The Vanguard base is right up ahead. Let's hurry over.
Ý, gặp được Ian xin nè.
Greetings, General. Master Jianxin? Didn't know I'd be seeing you here.
Jianqin recently arrived at our base with one of the supply delivery teams.
Right.
She has been a great help.
Gì?
General,
Là shipper
you
thôi
flatter
à?
me. I've heard people comparing the Norfall Barrens to a massive graveyard. Vast countless brave souls have been trapped here by the evil powers of...
Please follow me. Our main goal is to contain the reviving Threnodian, but we must beware of the tacit discords too. They have shown unpredictability in every academy to after how the
Chung là ngăn cản từ đợt sống nhưng mà vẫn phải tiêu diệt quá giờ. Gì mà mạng đó tươi rồi. Đi vào trong. Commander Center.
I have split all combat units into 3 factions. The ranged units team will provide fire support from afar, while the infantry team engage. We have the special task force of Rover, Yang, Janshin, and me.
Có nhiệm vụ đặc biệt.
Allow me to introduce Kong Lin, leader of the ranged units team. And this is Yuehue. This is a topographical map of the Norfall
Chắc
Barrens.
cú là nhập hang ổ địch và
The Overdrax's power limits our reach. Outrider scouts can't go beyond the Norfall Barrens, and the deepest we ventured was 3 years ago, when we discovered the suspended ruins in its hinterland. But the terrain is treacherous, narrow and flanked by high cliffs on both sides, leaving only one path for our troops to travel. On the other hand, our enemies must take the same route if they want to attack us.
Có một đường duy nhất để
With
hai
the
bên tham
Overdrax
chiến.
reorganizing their frequencies and bringing them back, we will face endless wave every time we cut down an enemy. It gains more. Time is of the essence. We cannot afford a prolonged battle.
Không thể tập trung chiến
We
đấu.
must swiftly and safely get our strongest units in the heart of the battlefield, reach that statue, and take down Overthrax in time. Over.
Thâm nhập nhau.
Let's plan carefully, use each team's strength to our advantage.
Như bao bộ
First,
anime khác.
our range. We need to strategize based on the terrain. If we manipulate the terrain to our, where should we deploy the ranged units?
Bên cạnh hợp lý nữa.
Deploying our ranged units high above the valleys in advance.
Sau đó
This
bắt
way,
xuống.
they'll provide cover for our close combat forces while staying safe themselves. We'll use their range advantage to the fullest. It's a smart move. Next, the infantry. They have been trained and equipped for close combat. The heart of Norfall Valley is our main battleground, where we'll fight our enemies head on. We need to... How should the infantry engage enemy targets?
From the rear là gì?
To infiltrate enemy lines, a small group of our forces will enter through the gaps in their formation and attack from the rear. This maneuver takes time and requires caution to avoid detection, particularly in a valley where evasion is difficult.
Nói chung mà đi đánh và đi vòng vòng đánh từ sau không hiệu quả.
Small infiltration forces may stay hidden, but risk being overwhelmed by enemy attacks. Alternatively, diverting forces could lead to losing on the main front.
Có thể thua từ ngoài trước nữa.
We have little knowledge of what's happening behind enemy lines.
How should the infantry engage enemy targets?
We could divert some forces to flank the enemy, disrupting our formation and gaining an edge.
Từ hai bên.
However, a successful outflank requires a wide battlefield, but the small passage of Norfall Barrens limits our options for movement. And we can't predict everything that will happen on the battlefield. Our diversion could leave our front line vulnerable.
How should the infantry engage enemy targets now that the narrow terrain has dictated an inevitable confrontation? The infantry will attack head-on, breaking their line. Then our task force can strike where they're vulnerable.
Để yếu
A
ngoài
reasonable
trước cho
choice.
nó đánh thủng.
Lastly, the special task. If the chance arises, what should the special task force do?
chúng.
We'll join our effort to break through their defenses and crush their source of power. This is the only way to completely rout the enemies. It's a risky,
Nói chung là vẫn
but
là đánh thẳng.
thank you, Rover. I will now recap our plan.
Nói chung là vẫn là đánh thẳng.
Conglin, your team will take the cliffs from Uekhui. Your team will charge enemy lines to pave way for the special task force.
Chọn đường cho...
Yes, sir.
And I'll join Rover, Yang, and Jianshin to create an opening for our main forces and take down the Thrionodian.
Một baby và 4 sugar baby. Ủa 3 sugar baby chứ.
Good. Are we all clear on what to do? Our next move is to reclaim the disruptor and break through the ground wave barrier. Rover, can you see that iridescent veil? That's the ground wave barrier. Overthrax set it up to absorb frequencies in the Norfall Barrens without interruption. One of our top priorities now is to protect the disruptor from tacit discord attacks. It's a powerful anti-Trinodian weapon from when Jinzhou was founded. We need it to break through this barrier. I'll leave it to the professional to explain the details.
Greetings, General Jian, Rover.
How's the preparation going?
We've got good news, and the bad news is, simply put, it's out of power. Fortunately, there should be a backup power outlet. To use the disruptor, we'll have to repair that outlet first, then any questions. That's because this ancient disruptor dates back at least to the founding of Jit. Creating such a powerful weapon with limited technology back then, whoever did it was truly a genius. If we were to unleash its full power on Jinzhou City, it might launch the entire place into the any questions. In theory, we could. In practice, first, it could dodge our attack. Not even a perfect hit can kill it. It will be greatly injured, but now Thrionodians have been proven to be way strong. Any questions? I can, no matter how fast I build it. Jinzhou won't be able to hold out with any questions. By the way, this is a weapon of mass destruction. The capital would want strict control over its use, I assume. Will they really approve our application?
Magistrate and I have it covered. Trust me.
All right. We'll be waiting. Lastly, we've got more bad news. Baisha, please fill us in.
Yes, Rover, I am currently monitoring the tacit discord attacks in the Academy to design a safer route for you. We just received word from our soldiers at the emplacement. A large number of tacit discords are targeting the disruptor, and our troops are doing their best to defend it. The disruptor has been surrounded by the tacit discords. With more, after we recapture the nearby emplacement, it will take some more time for the disruptor to recharge. You may need to... I'll send you the coordinates of the disruptor and its backup energy port. We wish you the best of luck.
I trust we all understand. Rover, Yang, please go and secure the disruptor and fix its backup energy outlet. Jianshin, please stay and guard the base. I'll draw those tacit discords away. Let's get moving.
Hey, sir. Trời ơi, đi bộ tới đó nha. Dạ không. Mình có ý hình như gì vậy? Bây giờ đánh từ này lại là có
One with the sound.
có kinh nghiệm. Lắc qua má ơi. Đúng rồi, đó là có kinh nghiệm, đó là khí đó đâu.
Nyang, an outrider.
Those monsters have occupied the emplacement with a surprise attack, but a few brave troops are still holding on. We've blocked off access to protect our base, but I'm opening it up for you. Please, they need your help.
Bối cảnh này chân thực hơn là bối cảnh của Genshin Impact.
Discords are everywhere. They've cornered a soldier. Over there. He needs our help.
Mà gớt mạng rồi.
Bad timing. One is the sound. Strike from the shadows.
Mạnh mẽ chứ không qua tầm tắt lên kia.